top of the world. We're on top of the world now, darling, so don't let go. Can I call you mine? So can I call you mine now, darling, for a whole lifetime? My heart finally trusts my mind, and I know somehow it's right. And oh, we got time, yeah. So darling, just say you'll stay by my side.
I met PUIS on the social or prom of Trinity College Nabingo and Namilyango in 2005.
The first social we didn't talk when we were hosting. I was the vice president. I don't know whether she was the treasurer or something like that. We didn't talk. But then when they took the pictures and they got back to us, I remember they showed us the pictures. Kati, instead of looking at the person I was moving with, I looked at the person who was behind me. I was like, oh, yes, but it was quite interesting. So I remember there's a friend of mine called Tibarira. I told him, hey, I think if I ever get to marry a woman, I think I'll marry this babe. That was in Essex. We became very good friends. We kept chatting and communicating. Mom and Dad always wanted me to be a priest. Mommy ye alishuwa ngenda kubeera mpatiri. Dad always thought the same thing. Slowly by slowly, we fell in love. So we talked. I think we talked for like 2 weeks. Now that's the phone call. I remember I told the priest about that phone call. I think that's the phone call which changed everything. From priesthood to, in my own way, seeing the light. 10 years later, we are here, we are getting married. First date was in the same year, 2006, at Stakeout. You know, we guys, when you're dating, because I knew from Bugala, I would just walk to Stakeout, bump it out. Then we didn't have cars or anything. From Bugala. My heart was pounding, I was scared. She also came on a border. Life was so simple and really nice. From our first date, I knew immediately that PUIS was the one. When you see someone, you just know. Because that was it, even before we said anything. Because I noticed she was on tension, I was on tension. So I told her, I think Kwagala. Then she was like, sure. The good thing she didn't tell me, let me think about it. She told me too. I was like, okay, chew a decade. So like, I was a happy man. Everything about him, the poise, the confidence, the sweetness, he was just perfect. I just knew this is the guy I will get married to. This is the guy I'll spend my life with. Every day we talk. She calls me, I call her. She's one person I've talked to straight for good 10 years. You know, if you are to calculate simply for these guys, we have supported the Airtel network. 300 shillings per day. Okay. The proposal happened last year in August. I came from Pakwach. The day before we had fought, actually. So she had gone to Pakwach. For my friend's introduction. And then PUIS sent me some pictures. And I told her, what do you think? Do you think it's a good idea for us to buy this? She was like, you're out of your mind, you cannot afford it. In my head I was like, where is the money going to come from? So when I returned from Pakwach, you know, I prepared myself. She thought we had fought. You know, that tension, she's coming back home. I remember I even proposed to her in a garage. He told me, will you marry me? I said yes. I was very excited. I remember she was carrying Zoe. Zoe is our little girl. She's a blessing. He gave me the gift of the vehicle and the ring. She just looked at me and she started crying. Of course I was still angry because we had been fighting, but there and then
I just became happy and emotional, some tears here and there.
This little kid of ours called Zoe told her, "Mommy, Tokaba, sorry." It was nice. I remember in 2006 when we had started moving out, I gave her a nickname. It's Lala. Then she came up with Angias, that's Angela and Pius.
Okay. Pius calls me Angel, and he has changed that name. Everyone around me now calls me Angel, from Angela to Angel. I call Pius by the nickname that everyone calls him at home, which is Paya. But then when Zoe came in, I started calling Pius Papa, so that Zoe could learn that. But when we are just the two of us, I always call him sweetheart or honey.
I won't let these little things slip out of my mouth.
The most exciting gift Pius has ever given me is the engagement ring.
You see, for me, I'm not good with gifts. And for her, she knows that I really like gifts. For the past 10 years, Angel has been baking me cakes every birthday. Every birthday, I have gifts. Then one day, she bought me a perfume of 1 million shillings. I don't know where she got the money from. It
really, really excited me. It was a dream come true, because I always dreamt of getting married to Pius.
I think the best thing Angel has ever given me is our little girl, Zoe. She's a blessing. You guys will see her around. She's so nice.
When I went for a trip to Dubai,
she left for a holiday. So she left me with Zoe, but I think that was one of the hardest times. Though even when she was there, we used to communicate on a daily basis.
That's the moment I really, really missed him. We would talk on phone, but it's different. We had never been apart for so long. So I really, really missed him, and I cut my stay to 2 weeks, and I booked an earlier flight and came back home. Pius Biekwaso, first of all, I love you so much, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I'm very willing to do that. I will take care of you and Zoe to the best of my ability. I'll do my best to make sure you're very comfortable in every way.
Thank you for being there for me for all this time. One thing I'm very certain about, you see, most people have doubts, but one thing I'm most certain about is you're the perfect person for me. No one else. Tebakulimba. Tusale pressure tugenda bira bulungi. 100%, I promise you.
'Cause you're always on my mind. Always on my mind. You are always on my mind. Yes, you are always on my mind. If I tell you, say, I dare with you through your ups and downs. If I tell you, say, I dare with you even if I'm not around. Sure you go believe.